Over the next few months when I'm on Refuels, I'm going to do reflections from Revelation chapter 1 to 3. So if you got a Bible, great. If you want to listen, great. Revelation begins with John, this apostle, on the island of Patmos. And he's isolated from everybody. He's in exile. He's in prison there for following Jesus. And he writes this amazing book. And right off the bat, he does something I think is really important as we start our day. In the midst of difficulty, strife, anxiety, fear, or whatever is facing you, he starts us off right. He starts us off with an image of Jesus. And he says in verse 4, grace and peace to you from him who is and who was and who is to come. So it's the one who has always existed, getting a proper perspective of who Jesus is. Before the throne, and from Jesus Christ, who is the faithful witness, the firstborn from the dead, and the ruler of the kings of the earth. Isn't that beautiful? He's saying that whatever tries to creep in and convince you today to be more anxious, more doubtful, to not really know what's going on in your life or the world, that Jesus Christ is actually the ruler over all the kings of the earth. This is the one who's in charge of all things. And every problem that comes rushing at you today, all the things that you're wondering about can be framed in the larger context of who Jesus is, not who you are. Jesus is the one who is the ruler of the kings of the earth, not you and I. We are the ones who sit under the authority of Jesus. And this is something very important to remember. One writer I read years ago pointed this out, that often when you and I think about Jesus, we picture the poor peasant walking around in the Middle East 2,000 years ago, and we go, what would it mean to follow him? And he points out, yes, the victim Jesus, the guy who suffered, it's who Jesus was 2,000 years ago for 33 years, but it's not who he is now. Who he is now is the reigning and ruling Lord. And the image that he's going to give us in Revelation 1 is he knows all things and he's powerful all things. He is the ruler of all the kings of the earth and the ruler of you. The question is not just do you believe in Jesus, do you put yourself under his authority as the king of your life, the one who definitely knows what to do with your life and how to direct you because he's all powerful and worthy of your worship. He's not just a peasant from 2,000 years ago. He's the reigning and ruling king. Knowing who Jesus is how to frame the rest of your day.